We are talking about a sermon called The Fury of Jesus. That's kind of a strange title, but when you read Isaiah 63, 1 through 6, then it makes more sense. One of the things we're thinking about doing here on the blog is putting together the Sermon Reading Club, where you and I get together and read a sermon, or where you read it on the blog, and then we break it down. And we make sure we're really getting what that sermon's all about. Now, somebody may say, a sermon reading club. Oh, I don't care anything about sermons. No. Sermons are some of the most rich material, reading material, and discussion material in the world. It is deep and powerful. The reason you don't see it in the world is they don't have any sermons, or at least they don't have any apostolic Pentecostal sermons. But when you get into the Bible, there's nothing like the Bible, and that's really what we're doing in this sermon. So we've seen that our warrior comes splattered with blood, and we saw that the blood was not just the blood of his enemies, it was also his own blood. And we have seen that this warrior in Isaiah 63, 1 through 6, if you don't know what I'm talking about, read the scripture and it'll catch you up with us, or go back to one of the earlier blogs where we talk about that. But not only is it blood of himself and the enemy, but it indicates, the Hebrew indicates it was probably hand-to-hand combat. And we see, it makes more sense when John says that his vesture was dipped in blood in the book of Revelation. His vesture was dipped in blood. And so this is Jesus. What is all of this talking about, and how does this apply to you and I? It also indicates that they wounded him and that they actually had him down, like people in a fight get somebody down. They actually had him down. So, why was he fighting in the first place? Well, why was this warrior in Isaiah 63, why was he fighting in the first place? Well, it is a long story. This warrior had seen the cruelties that was invoked upon his people, which is not only the nation of Israel, but also the whole human race, down through the centuries. And this fury that you find coming out in him was built up over a long period of time. This story in Isaiah 63 is the climax of all of that, and it's a climactic occasion in which we are seeing him finally, those pent-up emotions have come to the point of exploding in action. And these verses reveal what that action was. So, actually this battle was a long time in coming. It took a long time to get to this point. This was a battle not just for Israel, like I said, not even just for the human race, but it's for the whole earth and all of its environs. It was for the whole universe. All of that story in Isaiah 63 is encapsulating the universal struggle for control of all that is. And he is attempting to defeat an enemy. I don't think I'll have words to describe this, but he is attempting to defeat an enemy who has tormented his brothers and sisters, that is, the human race, for centuries, and who is hateful and has a degree of tyranny and cruelty that is impossible to put in words. Totally without conscience, taking down everyone. And this warrior in Isaiah 63 has watched his brothers and sisters take blow after abusive blow, year after year, decade after decade, century after century, millennium after millennium, until he is fed up to here. and he is getting ready to do something about it. And he sees this enemy as implacable, with a pure, undiluted hatred, who has no give, no parley, no treaty, who is vicious beyond retrieval. This is how the enemy, this is how he sees the enemy, that is typified by Edom and by Bozrah. Not only has he seen these tortured, but he's seen the enemy laugh tauntingly while they go down. And he is tired of it. All right, you don't want to miss tomorrow.